Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my Ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go and donate on patreon.com. So today we are going to do our breakfast portion of our type 9 Jimmen Einmannpackung. This I think is an Arctic meal, so let's see what we're going to do for breakfast. So you can see there's quite a lot of food, and you can actually split this in two. It's not enough cool drink for 2 days, but you can still split this in two if you want to. We're going to start with our Swiss muesli. This is around, I think, 80 grams. It takes around 80 milliliters of water, hot or cold. There's a lot of gum. I'm not going to taste the gum now, but there's enough for you to have gum with each meal and still have some over. We're going to do the grapefruit drink mix. This makes half a liter. We're going to do our fruit mix, exotic. We're going to do our cranberry energy bar. We're going to do our, I think it's sesame seed. Yes, sesame seed energy bar. We're going to do the, I'm going to do the cappuccino. I'm going to taste this, and then I'm going to add some extra coffee and see how that tastes. I won't taste this on camera. I'll just bring the coffee mixture to you, but I'll tell you how this tastes. This makes 150 ml. This makes 300 ml. So you can always sort of divide this up. This as one breakfast, this as the other breakfast, and then just, you can do this. Or just, I don't know. But you can divide this in 2 meals. So I'll go and mix everything and we will be back. I'm going to use cold water with the muesli. I'm going to use my foreign MRE spork for this. I don't have German cutlery. And I'm not going to use my South African ones, so we're going to do a foreign MRE spork. So this is just the muesli. You can see there. There's some stuff in there. And you can of course mix it in the pouch. You can see there, it's gusseted, it can stand. And you can eat out of it as well, but I'm not going to. So we'll go and mix this. Okay, this fruit mix is 50 grams. And this is how it looks. Let's start with this. There is some raisins, some other fruit that is sort of freeze dried or just dried, I'm not sure. I'm not going to rehydrate this. It's raisiny, definitely banana-y. Nice, a lovely fruity taste. I'm not sure what fruit is in here, but it's sugary, sweet. It's quite nice. Now the cappuccino was quite nice. I've tasted it before I put in extra coffee. It's creamy, it's a nice cappuccino taste, but if you're not really fond of cappuccino and you want to do something else with your coffee, and I put the coffee in here as well. So this ended up to be a nice strong cup of coffee with the cappuccino and the coffee mixed. I used around 300 ml of water, maybe a bit more. Coffee on its own used 300 ml. The cappuccino used around 150. And this isn't 450 ml, so this gives you a nice strong cup of coffee. I actually like it, but you can do the cappuccino on its own, it's good. We will anyway going to taste the coffee on its own sometime. Now let's see our muesli. I use cold water because I really don't like hot water muesli. So let's taste this. It's milky. There's some fruit there that has rehydrated. I think some of it is apple. I'm not sure what else of the fruit is there, but it's nice fruity muesli. If you use hot water, of course it would make it softer, but I don't like hot water muesli. So let's taste our grapefruit. So this smells very grapefruity. And it tastes also nice and grapefruity. I really like this. You get that true grapefruit smell. The grapefruit taste, not too sweet, not too bitter either. It lacks that bitter aftertaste that some grapefruits have, but you do get the grapefruit taste. It's quite nice. Now we've got the energy bar, the cranberry one. It breaks easily. It smells berry-like. A slight crunch, which is good. You get that cranberry taste. It's not sweet. It's just basically a crunch with cranberry taste. It's nice. Now this is the sesame bar. It's sort of in 3 strips. I'm not going to try and break it apart. You can break it this way. You can see there's 3 strips. Some people try to break them apart, but this one doesn't want to. It's sticky. It's sticky at least the first 2 times, so I won't chew this on. If you've got fillings, I'll be very careful. But it's nice, crispy, nice and sweet. A good little bar. Sort of maybe honey taste. Maybe syrup, so honey syrup. But it's nice. Almost like peanut brittle, it's just not peanuts in there. So this was our breakfast. I enjoyed the cappuccino. And I enjoy the cappuccino coffee mix. It's good. Because I don't like milk in my coffee, the mixing with the cappuccino and the coffee does tone down on the milk taste for me. So that's good. If you like cappuccino, it's an excellent cappuccino. Although I don't like milk, I do know what excellent cappuccino or what it should taste like. But it's good, and because you get the German coffees, you can make German coffee quite nice and strong, since it normally takes sort of 300 mils of water. But this is good. The grapefruit juice, if you ever can get your hands on this is excellent. Or the cool drink. This makes half a liter, so you get quite a lot of it, and it is really, really, truly excellent. Now the muesli. I'm not sure what fruits are in there, but it's nicely rehydrated. It tastes nice. There's some milk in there, or milk powder. When you add the water, it sort of dissolves. You use cold water, it sort of stays crunchy a bit. It's nice. Cranberry, not a sweet bar, but you do get the slight crunch with the cranberry. The sesame seed, very, very sticky. But the stickiness do break down if you don't want to chew it. I think if you leave it in your mouth a bit, you will break down the stickiness as well. And your fruit mix. You might rehydrate some of these, but it doesn't need to be rehydrated. It's just a nice little fruit mix. And if for some reason you think your muesli isn't fruity enough, you can just chuck some of it there. But this is a nice thing to lunch on while you are walking around. Or not when you are not having breakfast. You can sort of save this for a mid-morning snack. As you can do with the bars as well, since there is no chocolate involved in these won't melt, and this is an Arctic ration. Only problem, I think if this bar, the sesame seed bar gets very cold, the colder it gets, I think the stickier it gets. So, yep, so this is a good little ration. Well, not a little, so it's a nice large ration. So this was the breakfast portion of our German Einmannpakke Combat Ration Individual Type 9. It's expired in 2019. But because most of the stuff in here is freeze-dried, and I mean, it's a cranberry bar, if you store it nicely, nothing can really happen to it. The only thing is the sesame seed might go stale, but most of the components so far doesn't really degrade as fast. So you can use this for a bit past its sell by date. I haven't looked at everything sell by date, but the most thing is the muesli's one. But still, it's good, it's freeze dried, it keeps a bit. So this was our little breakfast review. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, and please go and donate on patreon.com.